We are now here in our module 4 for our part 2 of our week 9. And I'll just start to continue discussing our module 4 on lesson number 2, which is the idea generation. Okay, so we continue. So under lesson number 4.2, idea generation, ideas for new or redesigned products. This focuses on innovations of different products, especially with those products that are affected on the scale of demand, or other services that can come from a variety of sources, including customers, supply chain, competitors, employees, and research. Now, the very purpose of redesigning or creating a new product is where we could be able to uh, uh, create a new or develop a new product, technology, or a system that could still help in the that can able to help in our business organization. Now, with this certain purpose, it tries to uh, attach the same products or create new products that will help us gather more customers, especially those customers that have already um, have an idea of what a product it is. No? So they try to redevelop or redesign, especially in different products like just like automobiles. No? You can able to see that there are a lot of variety of products that they offer. So with this variety of products it has to offer, it depends on whether these certain individuals could be able to purchase the product or what we call the purchasing power. Okay, so customer input can come from surveys. No? Yung idea generation, manggagaling ngayon sa customers. Madedetermine natin kung ano yung gusto ng mga customers. So ano yung mga gusto ng customers, that's what we call needs assessment from these certain surveys, from certain focus groups or complaints and unsolicited suggestions for improvement. Doon manggagaling yung input natin. So we could be able to create a new product. Okay? Or we could design a new product. Okay? For example, yung mga automobiles gumagawa, they introduce a new product or a new car coming in from their old products kaya dine-develop nila in order to in order to be able to sustain the need of the consumers or to be able for them to satisfy what they want, no? Kung ano yung pagkukulang ng isang product, dine-develop nila, dine-design nila in order for them to be satisfied from the new existing or the new or upcoming products. Okay. Another idea generation that can be focused on our competitors. No, magbabase yan sa mga kalaban ninyo. Kasi that's what we call trying to look upon kung ano yung product ng competitor mo that would be what we call a strongest motivator in creating new ideas. Kasi, ay, yun yung product ng kalaban ko, yun yung product ng competitor ko, pwede nating gayahin, pwede nating ah, pwede nating gayahin o mas higitan pa yung product ng ating competitor. So that the other individuals or other customers would be able to be attracted with our product so that we could sell our product to the non-existent individuals. Okay, next. Then we have our what we call reverse engineering. So reverse engineering is the dismantling and inspecting a competitor's product to discover product improvements. Sometimes reverse engineering can enable a company to leapfrog the competition by developing an even better product. So yung Reverse engineering ang ginagawa nila, ni-inspect nila yung product ng kalaban natin, yung competitor natin. Then they will try to observe and analyze what are those certain components that the competitor has, so that we could also try to copy. Yung mga iba kinokopya na lang, o yung iba nagbe-benchmark na lang sila, tinitignan na lang yung product ng kalaban nila. Doon sila nagbe-base nung yung idea nila, nagbe-base sila doon sa product na yun. Then, yun yung sinasabi dito, that can leapfrog the competition. Doon sila mag-advance primarily in terms of competition kasi nag-base sila doon sa product ng kalaban nila. What's next is what we call suppliers are still another source of ideas. Yung the existence of these certain raw materials, uh, these suppliers try to recommend o nagbibigay ng idea sa mga product producers or sa mga manufacturers that could uh, that what we call uh, create the create the ideas, because we have already the source of the idea and of the raw materials. Another is what we call the research. Research is another source of ideas for new or improved products or services. Okay, and research and development refer to organized efforts that are directed towards increasing scientific knowledge and product or process innovation. Okay, so R&D efforts may involve basic research, applied research, and what we call development. So, in idea generation, primarily it focus primarily focus on creating or developing the product in what we call developing a product. Primarily, it focuses on what we call innovation and human factors. Okay, in product design, human factors are also considered in terms of creating, okay, creating a product. Okay. Nagbabase sila kung ano yung kailangan ng mga tao. Yun yung basis nila. For example, human factors issues often arise in the design of consumer products. Safety and liability are two critical issues in many instances, and they must be carefully considered. For example, the crashworthiness of a vehicle is much interest to consumers, insurance companies, automobile producers, and the government. Okay, for example, the comfort, ano yung gusto ng mga tao. Yun yung human factors, kung ano yung need ng mga tao. For example, gagawa sila ng automobile. Tapos, tinitest nila kung ano yung mga, tinatanong nila kung ano yung mga tao, no, ano yung mga gusto ng mga tao based on comfort, based on operability. Okay, yun yung factor nila. Okay, yun yung isang basis nila in order to create or design a product. Uh, Yun yung factors. Then we have what we call a cultural factors based on what does our culture dictates. Yun yung basis nung pag-design natin, ng paggawa natin ng product. Okay, for example, yung there are products na kailangan gawin natin, i-produce natin. For example, meat products or any products that we consume as food, may mga halal based na mga pagkailangan ng mga product. Okay. Yung halal isang cultural factors that is considered sa mga Muslim, no? Kapag gumagawa tayo ng food, kailangan halal based. Karamihan halal based. Ang sinasabi nila, may ritual sa pag-produce ng mga product na yun. So those are considered as cultural factors. Okay. So those are our topics for lesson 4 on week 9. So if there are any questions, no, if are there any questions on idea generation, human factors and cultural factors, just again comment on our Google Classroom so I can reinforce our topics in your and in the different in your and your questions can be answered. Thank you and good morning.